This is our last workout preview for our Ignite Your Why program for January. So we won't start again until the first Monday of the following month, so in February. But the Ignite Your Why program continues through the rest of the month. You just have to enroll by Sunday Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. So we've got workouts, full workouts, tracking, we've got community, and we've got a mindset focus. Okay, let's look what we got today. We're gonna actually start with upper body today. So we are going to do an incline chest press. I have a bench. If you don't have a bench, then you'll kind of just like honestly lean against the couch, like sit on the floor and then lean your back slightly onto the couch. So there will be like an empty space, but just stay tight. So I'm gonna set up my bench to about 30 degrees of an incline, and then I'm gonna grab some dumbbells. Again, this week is still just about 60% of your effort, or an RPE of 6. I'm gonna do 2 sets of our incline press, resting in between. Then we're gonna set up for a stiff arm lat pullover. I'm gonna show a dumbbell version, and then we'll just use our bench again for dips. And again, if you don't have a bench, then we'll use like a couch or an ottoman, or you can do it on the floor. After we're gonna do just 1 set there, then we're gonna set up for hip thrusts. I do wanna show a barbell version, so I am gonna use my bench and the barbell. But again, if you've got dumbbells, then you're just gonna, again, off the couch, use dumbbells. 2 sets for our main movement. So we'll do 2 sets of our hip thrusts. Same thing, RPE of 6. I'm gonna warm up with the barbell, we'll show that, and then I'll kind of figure out what my RPE is there and the weight. After I do 2 sets, then we're gonna go over a weighted sumo squat. I'm gonna hold dumbbells for that one. And then I have furniture movers for a hamstring slide. If you're at the gym, you're gonna use a machine. If you're at home and have like a big stability ball, you can use that. If you have hardwood floors, you can honestly even use socks or a washcloth. All right, let's set up our incline bench, and I'm gonna bring some dumbbells out. All right, we're setting up this bench, so it's an incline. So this is 45-degree incline. That's a little too much, but it'll work. So I'm gonna go 1 more down and about a 30-degree incline. All right, I'm gonna grab some dumbbells. I'm gonna warm up first. So I'm gonna grab 20s. All right, planting those feet. I'm still squeezing my butt. As I come back, I'm gonna press the dumbbells straight up to start, rather than starting at the bottom. So I'm over my shoulders, and then I'm gonna come down to like my armpits and press back up nice and controlled. I'm pinching my shoulder blades together. Again, squeezing my butt. Let's go to 8. I think this is 6, 7, 1 more, and 8. Slowly come down, weights to the thighs. All right, I'm gonna swap these for 25s. Okay, shake it out for a second. And then, again, this is gonna be my working set. I'm gonna shoot for, honestly, those 20s kind of felt hard on my right shoulder. Let's see how these feel. Maybe I had that warmed up enough. So I'm gonna shoot for 6 to 8 with the 25s. Okay, here we go. Lay back and press those weights up. So here, and press. Solid foundation. 1, oh yeah, that feels better. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna keep it at 6 because that feels like a good hard for today. So I'm gonna rest for about a minute. All right, timer's on. Make sure you're grabbing water. I'm gonna do that really quick. All right, we got about 15 seconds. We've got 1 more set of our incline press. All right. Okay, time's up. Grabbing those weights. Okay, here we go. Get those shoulders under. Poof up that chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slow on the way down. Come on up. All right. Okay. So now we're going to set up. I'm going to make this flat, and I'm going to do my pullovers with a dumbbell. And I'm going to lay on the bench so that way when I go over the top of my head, I get a little deficit. And then we're doing dips off of here. Okay, really quick as we go over this, or before we do it, let's go over it. Arms are going to stay nice and long. You're going to start with those hands in front of the forehead, and then you're going to extend the arms as far back as you can, but we're staying tight through the belly. So our ribs should not be flaring up as we go back. So keep your butt cheek squeezed, keep that low back down, ribs kind of locked into the belly button, stay tight as you go over the top of the head, control as you come back up, again in front of the forehead. Okay, let's grab the weight. I'm gonna hold it like this, so I'm in front of the forehead. I'm still kind of pulling those shoulders down, clenching the cheeks. And I'm gonna go over the top. Get as much range as you can without losing form or tension. There's 2. I definitely feel my belly wanting to raise, and I'm fighting it. There's 3. 4. You should feel a nice stretch in the back. 5. 6. I'm going to go to 10. 7. 8. Nice and controlled, especially on this far out position. 1 more. Yeah, I think this feels so good in the back. Okay, now we're coming up and we're gonna go right into our bench dip. So we're gonna hang off the edge here, palms on the edge, and I'm gonna come out. My shoulders, I'm gonna get them away from my ears, and I'm gonna drive my elbows back and then just gliding my butt down. Use 2. Keep the ears away from the shoulders. 4. 5. 6. Oh man, these are actually really hard. 7. 1 more. And 8. Yeah, after the incline chest press, and then these hit the triceps, and then the dips obviously hit the triceps. So yeah, that didn't need much to get to a good fatigue. Okay, done with our upper body. Now we're going to set up for our hip thrust. I'm going to scoot this back. And like I said, I'm going to bring my barbell out, and we'll do 2 sets of our hip thrusts. Squishy pad. Okay. All right, my bench is quite high, so this is gonna look real sketch getting up here. So I'm gonna use my elbows up here, set my shoulders on there, and then now I'm at the bottom position. I'm squeezing my butt, ribs into the belly button, and I'm pushing up through my butt and my heels down. So let's go 6 here. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Belly is staying connected. 6. And then I'm going to come down all the way. Okay, let's add weight. I'm gonna add 15s on each side. Warming up to an RPE of 6. So this is a 30-pound bar. So I've got 80 plus another 30 is 110. I think this will probably be my working weight, and then I'm gonna shoot for like maybe even 10 to 12. Okay, feeling even. All right, so now, again, pushing through my elbows, and I'm just gonna set my shoulders up on the bench. So from here, just a quick boom. Now I'm at the bottom, adjust my feet, squeezing my butt, and I'm coming up. There's 1, 2, clenching those cheeks the whole time. 3, holding slightly at the top. 4, 5, feeling the burn already. 6, 7, 8, 9, I'll do 1 more. And 10, slowly coming down. All right, that was not too bad. Okay, resting for about a minute. That's my working weight. If you don't have a barbell, then you'll just use dumbbells and or kettlebell, whatever you want, whatever weight you have. Just make sure you're setting it like on your hips, and you're not like carrying it, because I want the legs to be doing the work. All right, we got 25 seconds. Shooting for another set of 10. And then once we're done with this set, we'll set up for our last little superset of our legs that we'll go through just 1 round. We have our sumos and hammies. The hamstrings one is tough. All right, and time's up. Okay, setting up. Okay. Same thing, staying nice and tight. Elbows up, feet ready, and I'm kind of just doing this bridge position, pushing through my arms, setting my shoulders on the bench. Okay, let's go time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and slow. 6, pushing straight down through those heels. 7, burning. 8, 2 more. 9, 1 more. And 10, nice. All right, slowly coming down. All right, done with the barbell. I'm gonna quickly unrack all of this, and then I'm gonna bring those 25s back out for my sumos and then my furniture movers. Okay, I've got my set of dumbbells, and then again, I've got the furniture movers for our hamstring curls. And then I just have this just so I can glide a little bit easier. It's gonna be too much resistance on the mats. Okay, we're gonna start with our sumo squat. So going nice and wide, I'm gonna pull these close. So again, we're keeping our chest up because it's a squat. We're still bending those knees out. Almost think about the knees wrapping behind you. All right, so grabbing weight, I'm gonna keep it in front and squat. 1, drive those knees out. 2, squeeze the butt. 3, 4, 5, squeeze. 6, 7, push through the heels. 8, 9, I'm gonna go to 12. 10, 11, one more. And 12. All right, feeling the burn. All right, now, quickly going over our hamstring curls. So, when we are fully extended, we're gonna lift our butt up so it's floating. You're gonna drive those heels under, and right now, I don't want you to pay too much attention of what your hips are doing. Just try to pull the heels into the ground and under you. 4. Here's 5. I'm pushing through my elbows. If you need to alternate, extend and alternate here. But I'm still floating. 2 more. And here's 10, I believe. All right, that is pretty gnarly on the hamstrings. Okay, reminder, this is our last preview of our workout for January, and we won't start again until the next month. So if you want to continue, let me know by Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, if you want access to the full program. $40. You got it.